What's up YouTube, my name is Hyper and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video, I want to talk to you about the keyboard attachment that literally changed the way that I edit. I used to be slow, I couldn't land triple edits, I couldn't do all the fancy stuff, I couldn't do Raiders edit course, things like that. And I changed this one little thing, this one little attachment that actually came free with my keyboard. I changed it, I started using it, and I shit you not, this isn't some fucking, oh yeah, my code doubles your edit speed, not having a go at Flea or anything, love him, but it's nothing like that. This is a real thing that actually, literally, I believe helped double my edit speed. It's a really simple little thing that you can change on your keyboard, and it really does help. So if you're interested in that and you want to learn how this little attachment doubled my edit speed and how you can maybe double yours, then stick around for the whole video. Make sure you watch the whole thing so you don't miss anything. And let's find out how to double your edit speed. Let's go. Alright, so I have just jumped into creative and I will get into explaining what this attachment is. Now I would like to say quickly, I do have sort of 0 to 15 ping, so that does help me edit faster, but this still will work with higher pings, like if you live in Perth or somewhere like that, or if you're, in other countries and your ping's not as good or whatever. This will still work because it's not some macro cheat which, does something in-game with your computer, but what this does is it's actually a physical thing that'll actually physically help you click faster. And it helps me, and I'm sure it will help you regardless of the ping, except of course if you're on like 300, then I feel sorry for you, and this probably isn't the video for you, so I would click off now. Anyway, I'll go grab my camera and we'll go take a look at the attachment. This is the attachment. Now I know what you're thinking, Hyper, what the fuck? This is just a orange keycap. And to be honest, you're sort of right, but there is a difference between this and the other keys that I have on my keyboard. Now, if you take a look here, this is my C key. This is what I used to edit. I've just taken it off now to show you as an example. This is the C key, and this is the raised key that I think you're meant to put on like escape and stuff. Like you can see, I've got one there. And this literally just came free with my Ducky keyboard. So if you do want to pick up a Ducky, I'll leave a link in the description to where I got mine. It's a decent key, or it's not a decent keyboard, it's an amazing keyboard, decently priced, and I highly suggest you check it out if you're in for the 60% keyboard sort of thing. But anyway, this is the keycap, and if we look here and put these next to each other, like so, you will see that the orange one is significantly higher than the black one. As you can see right there, the orange one is higher than the black one. Now, this generally isn't that important, except for the fact that if you have a slightly raised key, the higher your key, the less your finger actually has to move. So we'll just focus in here. So if I put this on here, you can see that it's actually slightly raised compared to these black ones. See if we can focus in there. Yep, you can see it's got a slight upward tilt right there, slight upward tilt. And that actually makes it so much easier to click. Like, I mean so much easier. So for me, I have my fingers like this, and I use my index finger to click. Now all I need to do is just hold it here and click. Now this V key, when I click this V key, it feels so much lower and so much more awkward to click once you get used to this. And I just use sort of like my nail almost to edit like this. I curl my finger, and this is how I basically have doubled my edit speed. So now what we'll do is we'll hop back into Fortnite and I'll show you the in-game difference between the regular C key and this little attachment, or the raised escape key, I guess you could call it. So yeah, we'll hop into game and I'll show you the difference. Alright, so I've just jumped back into creative and I will show you the difference between the two keys and the major differences and the major reasons why I use this. So, first of all, right now I am just currently using the regular C key. Now, when it just comes to standing still, it doesn't really change the edit speed when you're just standing still. But where it really becomes helpful is when you're moving. So for ages, I used to really struggle with this edit here. The double edit, the placing of this wall, and editing it again. And that is because strafing to the right was really hard for me to do while trying to edit this. So you can see even now that I'm using this C key, it's really awkward for me to strafe to the right. So I sort of have to come here, edit it, and then jump. Whereas if I have the other one, I can actually strafe and edit at the exact same time, and I'll explain how right now. So basically, and I'll just swap these over real quick. If I have my, one second, I'll swap this. If I have my edit key raised, it means that I can move to the right and edit at the same time because of the key being raised. So I can have my sort of nail on D and then use the pad of my finger, which is the squishy part of your finger, to press the edit button. So as you can see, as I come across here, I press the edit button. And I'll give you an example of this right now, where I can come across here and edit as I'm strafing to the right, which is something I was not able to do previously before I changed to this key. Also, it's just generally helpful for when you're having to move your fingers around, because it's less movement you have to do. I can now pretty consistently land that triple edit right there, whereas before it was very hard for me to come and actually strafe in this direction, which is required for when you're doing these triple edits here. But as you can see now, it's really easy for me to do. And so that's the main reason, is the ability to move and also edit at the same time. So once again, move and edit at the same time. And I do use scroll wheel reset, by the way. But yeah, the ability to move sideways and edit is probably the main reason why I would choose this over a regular key. And then also just the added height, which makes double edits really easy to do. Triple edits really easy to do. And I think I have my wall pre-edited there actually. So triple edits are also really easy to do. Quad edits with a raised key are also really easy to do, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's fairly easy to then just keep going like this. And yeah, so that is pretty much everything you really need to know about the raised key. Alright, so as I was finishing up that last section of recording, I actually thought of one more thing for today's video, and this is going to be directed towards you double edit binders out there. So anybody who uses double edit binds, even triple, but particularly double edit binds, this is going to be incredibly helpful for you. Now, of course, this only is going to really work if you have both binds on your keyboard. If you use a mouse button as your second bind, then this probably won't be as helpful. It may still be helpful to having the raised key, because you will be able to click that faster. But this method, or this little technique that I'm going to tell you about right now, will not be as helpful, so just keep that in mind. But if you do use something like C and Control, like I used to use, then this will definitely help you. So, with this, what you're going to do is basically click at the exact same time. And here's why. So, you have the raised key, and what that means is it's going to actuate sooner. The switch is going to basically react sooner. That's the whole point of having this raised thing. That's what I've been talking about pretty much this whole video, apart from the fact that you can strafe with it. Now, the crazy thing is that if you have a raised key, it means it's going to actuate before a non-raised key. Once again, the whole point of today's video. But if you pair them together in double edit binds, this means that if you click at the same time, you're actually going to hit your second edit button like after you hit the first one. So you're going to hit it, and even though I'm clicking at the same time, like right here, even though I'm clicking at the exact same time, it's hitting the C first and then Control second because of the height difference. Now, if you actually use this and click all three buttons, so your mouse click and the two things at the same time, in theory, you can actually, like that reset there, that wasn't scroll. This is using this double bind method, which is absolutely insane. Like, look at how fast you can hit double edits. Imagine double editing on someone this fast, and all this is basically me hitting my keys at the exact same time. Look how fast this is. No macros, I promise you. Try this out for yourself. This is absolutely insane. You should definitely try this method out if you are on double edit binds and you can get your hands on a raised cap. Again, you don't have to buy the Ducky 1 2 Mini. You can just buy keycaps online and put it on your own keyboard. I know that there are tons of different ones out there, so just find one that you're comfortable with, and I guarantee it will double your edit speed. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly show you a before and after of me before I use this attachment, and then after I put the attachment on, or the raised keycap, just so you get a little bit of an idea of the difference and how it's helped me. So that concludes today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope this helps you out, helps you improve, helps you get better at the game. After all, that's what we're all about on this channel, is improving. And yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to go down and actually, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing. It's completely free and you can always change your mind later. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking to the end. I really do appreciate you. Comment whatever emoji I chuck up on the screen now, and I will shout you out in the next video. I know I'm really bad at remembering to shout people out, but I promise next video you will get a shout out. So chuck this emoji in the comment section. I'll heart it and I'll shout you out in the next video. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.